truck just gave birth to a 50-year-old man.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the Red Green Show?
No, I haven't.
They would be something like this and not figuring out to put the boards down ahead of
Until
time.
it's too
The
late.
kind of stuff they would do, yeah.
Yeah. That's like
Make a runway?
just like two rows of them or something, so that way we can set this
Towards the garage?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Good one right here?
Yeah, just like that's fine. You know, now that I think about it, maybe we should have them turn the other way.
You probably need 4 sets of them.
Yeah.
I can get more, but...
So that way you guys get your fingers out.
Okay, 4 sets. Come on, Caleb.
You know what I'm saying?
We'll have our fingers out, we'll be laughing at them.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Sucks
Like,
for you.
oh, that sucks. Yeah. Here. So just so this way it'll reach across, right?
Right, and then on the other end the same
now,
thing.
You guys can get your
So then when we
fingers
set it
out.
down, we can all get our fingers out.
Just like that.
Oh, that'll work.
Okay? You know what I'm saying?
Fine with me.
Don't worry, it'll work. Just trust me.
Famous last words.
We got this.
Put on.
Nice.
Oh, beautiful.
Gravity
Okay.
helping the right way there.
Thank you so much for the help, guys. I appreciate it.
Not a problem, buddy.
For today's video, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be working on the Duramax today. I've got this truck bed that's been sitting in my driveway for way too long, and I need to get it done. Basically what it is we're just going to be swapping it. Problem is that this truck bed has a 5th wheel attachment. Basically it's got a one of those things in it that the little ball and hitch. So what I need to do is I need to go and get a giant ass hole saw, and I'm gonna drill a big old hole in a brand new, well, it's not brand new, but it's a used truck bed. So that way I can slide it on top of it and put it on there. Okay guys, so this next part, I'm not gonna bore you. It's 2 screws, Phillips head screwdriver on the side, and then 3 light bulbs. You just unscrew them. It's real easy. I'm not gonna bore you. You guys can do this. If my dad can do it, you guys can do it, okay? So, trust me, you guys can do this, okay? So, no worries. Okay, so one of the steps, you just gotta take a T30 and remove these bolts here, and then move on to the next step. Okay, so right here, we got the harnesses for the bed. This is for the tail lights. What you want to do is you want to disconnect these so that way when you take the bed off you don't drag your harnesses with you. So what we're going to do is we're going to unhook these and then basically undo all the bolts and take the bed off and swap it. Okay, for the next step there's 8 bolts that you need to remove. You've got these different spots that are all under the frame that you need to do. What you're going to want to do is get yourself a long breaker bar. It's 18 mil, it should be. Maybe even some penetrating lube and a lot of elbow grease. It's not going to be easy, but should be able to do it. Alright, so we were wrenching away. We got a bunch of the bolts out. We were getting down to like the very last bolt, and it basically just started spinning and spinning and spinning, and it just would not come out. And it turns out that the actual part that it bolts into was like broke off into the bed. So I couldn't get it out. So the next thing that we had to do, just remember, when in doubt, cut it out. So that's what we pretty much had to do.
So this is what you have to do when the bolt doesn't come out. You have to cut through the bed.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I was going to say you want to start them here. Yeah. Well,
No, it's not. You don't think that. get one.
Yeah, she's got a little bit. Small cut on the bottom, and that's loose. A small cut down here. It's out of the way.
Thanks, Kyle. Hold on. So what was this going to do?
That way we got
Let me
access.
just cut this piece up so we don't.
We got the bed just to get access. You got no
Look at
shoes on.
Alright.
Safety first.
He cuts his foot off. Hey, you know.
That's what I'm talking about.
What,
So
cutting his
see,
foot
okay,
off?
so here's the thing. So now we got access to this bolt. Okay, so we had some issues, but these are the mounting points for where things are gonna go. When you're under the car, you're gonna need some extensions to basically get to each one of these bolts. You can see there's a pass through. What you're gonna need is just a large extension to get through each one. And then that'll make it easier. These outside ones are a little bit easier to get to. But either way, extension makes that a lot easier, as well as a breaker bar. And then you just gotta lift it off. Pretty easy to get off with a couple of hands. And then basically that's it. We had a little bit of trouble. It's ground wire here. We just undid it, and then that was it. I don't know why. It shouldn't have been a problem, but it was catching. Not much to it. And then yeah, that's it. Okay, so this here on my bed, this is the tail light harness thing. I have to take it out of this piece because on the other piece it didn't have this. I don't know if it's just a different bed, whatever. So I'm gonna transfer this to the other one. These are for the tail lights. Okay, so I've already transferred one of these bits. Okay, so basically it goes into there and then goes into this, and then this one travels up through here and then goes in, and then there's your tail lights, right? Okay, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna transfer this over to the other one. So then I've taken this one, wired it up into here, and then you can see I got the lights there. Okay, so then I'm gonna take the other one, but you can see here we don't have anywhere to mount this thing, right? So there's nowhere for it to actually mount to. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hook it into here. We're gonna put it in the same spot, and then I'm just gonna like zip tie it or something, or find a spot to put it, figure something out. It'll be okay, we'll make it work. It doesn't have to be 100% secure because these are weather pack connectors, so it's not gonna let anything in there. It'll still be fine. Okay guys, so one thing, normally I'd use a regular cutoff wheel for this, but unfortunately, all of our cutoff wheels are completely broken, shattered, or just not working. So I'm gonna have to use a Dremel. And I would just unbolt these, but these things are completely rusted out. So we're gonna just cut it off. So yeah, let's just see if this thing will work. And let's go for it. Safety first, right? Alright guys, so this next part, you need a tape measure. What I'm doing, basically I've got this ball joint for the hitch, and I have to measure exactly where I'm going to do it, and I'm measuring based off of the same location on this bed as to where my last one was. It's basically going to be right in this general location. I know that it's going to be on this middle section right here. For me, it's the sixth one in. You have to check on yours just to be sure. And then I'm gonna measure like 10 times, but should be, for me, it's gonna be the center of the hole will be center of this rib. Now mind you, my bed's upside down, so I know it's gonna be this one, dead center at 6 inches. Get yourself one of these center punches. This thing's spring loaded, and what it's gonna do is it's gonna make it about 1,000,000 times easier to set the drill, okay? So I'm gonna find the spot, and then I'm just gonna mark it in there. Double check, make sure that we're lined up. Pretty much dead even. All right, so now what I'm doing is I'm taking my hole saw. It's a 3-inch hole saw, which is gonna fit. I'm gonna take my mark, line the drill bit up with it. Battery, God. I just need one good battery. Ha! Whew, got him. Hopefully that lines up properly. It appears to be pretty freaking close. So the bumper on the bed is a little bit bent, so the bed doesn't set right. So now we're going to attempt to break or bend the bumper out.
I hope we don't break it.
Yeah.
Break the... Good? Ready?
Go for it.
Here, Kai.
Let's loosen the tension. So, because now we just gotta put this on. Cool part is, it pretty much just slides on. So, all we gotta do, slide this puppy in here. So what you do is you take that and you just basically slide it over. Just like so, and then you come over here. This one has a nice little notch. So you take your notch and you line it up. And then you just go, just like that. Now you're on. You take your clips, just come over here. And you just basically slide the clips on. Nice. And then there's that one. There's another one. And you just do this one. Lift up, pop down. I might get new ones because those look kind of rusty, but other than that, boom, tailgate, done.
Nice. I gotta get going, leave Kyle on his own for a little bit, but it's okay. You guys will keep him company, right? You gonna treat him nice? Thank you. I feel bad to abandon a brother. Sometimes you just gotta do your own thing. Alright guys, so now I've basically got everything torqued in here, tightened down pretty decently. So now that we've got our brand new bed on here, what I'm doing is giving it the good old German torque method. They call it the Guten tight. You just tighten it Guten tight, and you just keep going. Yeah, that's Guten tight right there. Hey, you guys remember that nifty little grounding strap? Yeah, don't forget about that. I still gotta go back here and tighten that puppy up, so I'm gonna go do that, and then I'll be right back. So now, what we gotta do is reassemble the gas cap. There's a chunk of the old one still in there, just spinning around. Let's try some vice grips. These are garbage. Never goes as smooth as you'd think. I mean, look at this. This should be a real simple job, and I always get stuck with little things causing problems. Look at that. That one little piece right there was giving me all those problems. There was like a plastic piece that was stuck in there. Part of that clip, so I had to cut it off. Oh well, we fixed it. So now we'll go and we'll install the part like what we're supposed to. 3 big bolts, I'm assuming. These little bolts go to your gas can. So little bolts, gas cap. Big bolts, big bolts, gas cap, little bolts, gas cover. Okay. And it goes into this lower portion right there. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. And then what you do is, you just put this into this hole, right? Just work it in there, and then boom, and then that'll hold. The other piece that you need to find is one of these, okay? And basically it's just a stop. What it does, on my truck it was right here. There may be more, I don't know if your truck has more, but what it does, it keeps the thing stopping so it goes flush. There probably is another one that probably goes right there. Mine didn't have it, but so yeah, so it's just a little rubber thing. So then we're just gonna tighten these puppies down, tighten all these bolts down, and then that should be good. And then we'll move on to the tail lights. You just need to take your tail light, connect these bulbs into here. There's 2 screws that go into here and here, which connect into here and here. Bolt them onto both sides. So this is our harness thing that we had in the other truck. Now what we need to do is basically just reconnect these 2 clips. And then we should be good to where our lights should work, and then we just need to hook up all of our lights, and then truck should be ready to go. Okay guys, so this is the walk around after. I know it's a different color, but basically that's the truck bed now. I think it looks a hell of a lot better than what it did. Fits pretty nicely, lines up pretty good. It's the same generation truck bed, so like it fits well. It's not a issue as far as that goes. And then the best part is in here we have this nice bed liner. As you can see, our cut actually lined up perfectly. Not bad for a untrained mechanic slash carpenter. So yeah, I think it turned out really well, and it's not a cheap bed liner either. This is like a legitimate Line-X, so it's been done well. Looks good. I'm very happy with it. So, hell yeah, good deal. All right, guys. So, I guess Tony wants in the shot. What's up, bud? Oh yes. Oh, I know. Oh yes. This is my boy, Tony. Yeah, I know. Okay. Say hi to the people. Yeah, he's a German Shepherd, but yeah, he's my boy. So, all right, buddy. I need to. We gotta talk to everybody. Okay. All right. Huge shout out to everybody that helped out. This thing was a pain in the ass, but we got it done.
yeah, it was just, I can't even tell you like just how much of a struggle this thing was, but we got it done. Thank you neighbors for not reporting me to the HOA, because I had like 2 really busted up truck beds just sitting in my driveway for like 2 weeks. So thank you. I don't know, you probably aren't even seeing this, but thank you either way. You know, I don't know, sometimes you just get lucky, I guess. I happen to have really good neighbors. If you live in an HOA, you know what I'm talking about. Sometimes people will just report you on the dumbest things, and I am a little bit excessive. Sometimes I tend to, you know, kind of push it. I'll pay my tickets if I have to. Sorry guys, I'm sorry. You know, it happens, but what are you gonna do? So anyway, thank you to everybody that helped out. I really, really appreciate it. Now the truck looks so much better. It actually looks like a truck that like is representable. The next thing is just to get the truck painted. I don't know when that'll be. That's probably gonna be further down the road. I got a bunch of other stuff going on that I need to take care of first. Yeah, so other than that, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I hope it was entertaining. I know it's kind of a little bit different than our normal stuff, and it might have been a little bit boring, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, smash that like button, give us a subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Otherwise, hope you all have a great day. And if you haven't already, smile for somebody, make somebody else smile, and if not, I'll smile for you. Just keep the happiness going, spread it. It's contagious. All right, guys, just keep drifting fun and keep pressing on.